case announced in acid-etched metal as the Metamorphosis, where salarymen in white shirts had removed their suit jackets and loosened their dark ties and sat at a bar of artfully corroded steel, drinking, the high backs of their chairs molded from some brown and chitinous resin. Insectoid mandibles curved above the drinkers' heads like scythes. He moved forward into brown light, a low murmur of conversation. He understood no Japanese. The walls, unevenly transparent, repeated a motif of wing cases and bulbous abdomens, spiky brown limbs folded in at regular intervals. He increased his pace, aiming for a curving stairway molded to resemble glossy brown carapaces. The eyes of Russian prostitutes followed him from tables opposite the bar, flat and doll-like in this roach light. The Natashas were everywhere, working girls shipped in from Vladivostok by the Combinat. Routine plastic surgery lent them a hard assembly line beauty. Slavic Barbies. A simpler operation implanted a tracking device for the benefit of their handlers. The stairway opened into the penal colony, a disco, deserted at this hour, pulses of silent red lightning marking Laney's steps across the dance floor. A machine of some kind was suspended from the ceiling. Each of its articulated arms, suggestive of antique dental equipment, was tipped with sharp steel. Pens, he thought, vaguely remembering Kafka's story. Sentence of guilt, graven in the flesh of the condemned man's back, wincing at a memory of upturned eyes, unseeing. Pushed it down, moved on. A second stairway, narrow, more steep, and he entered the trial, low-ceilinged and dark. Walls the color of anthracite. Small flames shivered behind blue glass. He hesitated, night-blind and jet-lagged. "Colin Laney, is it?" Australian, enormous, who stood behind a little table, shoulders sloping bear-like. Something strange about the shape of his shaven head. And another much smaller figure seated there. Japanese, in a long-sleeved plaid shirt buttoned up to its oversized collar, blinking up at Laney through circular lenses. "Have a seat, Mr. Laney," the big man said. And Laney saw that this man's left ear was missing, sheared away, leaving only a convoluted stump. When Laney had worked for SlitScan, his supervisor was named Kathy Torrance, palest of pale blondes, a pallor bordering on translucence, certain angles of light suggesting not blood, but some fluid the shade of summer straw. On her left thigh, the absolute indigo imprint of something twisted and multi-barbed, an expensively savage pictograph, visible each Friday when she made it her habit to wear shorts to work. She complained always that the nature of celebrity was much the worse for wear. Strip-mined, Laney gathered, by generations of her colleagues. She propped her feet on the ledge of a hot desk. She wore meticulous little reproductions of lineman's boots, buckled across the instep and stoutly laced to the ankle. He looked at her legs, their taut sweep from woolly sock tops to the sandpapered fringe of cut-off jeans. The tattoo looked like something from another planet, a sign or message burned in from the depths of space, left there for mankind to interpret. He asked her what she meant. She peeled a mint-flavored toothpick from its wrapper. Eyes he suspected were gray regarded him through mint-tinted contacts. "Nobody's really famous anymore, Laney. Have you noticed that?" "No." "I mean really famous. There's not much fame left, not in the old sense. Not enough to go around." "The old sense?" "We're the media, Laney. We make these asshole celebrities. It's a push-me, pull-you routine. They come to us to be created." Vibram cleats clicked concisely off the hot desk. She tucked her boots in, heels against denim haunches, white knees hiding her mouth. Balanced there on the pedestal of the hot desk's articulated Swedish chair. "Well," Laney said, going back to his screen, "that's still fame, isn't it?" "But is it